Autism Sprinter. Think equity. Yeah. It's time to give the power back to the people. We're fighting to make our beliefs equal. Look at the failed policies and how they treat you. We got strength, yeah, we're far from feeble. This is for anyone with autism or a disability. Time to unite, show them how strong our will can be. Move readily, we're promoting equity. A non-profit platform, that's the recipe. Now throw your hands up, we finally got a winner. Think equity with Autism Sprinter. Now throw your hands up, we finally got a winner. Think equity with Autism Sprinter. It's time to make a change. It's time to stand up for what we believe in. Equality and equity across the board. No matter your race, nation, or creed, disability, or your needs. Yes, it gotta be equal. It gotta be right.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. How are you? I hope everyone's having an amazing day. It's back to school, y'all. And we know when back to school is in session, I don't know about you guys as parents, but I feel all over the place. I'm trying to find resources that I can use for my family to stabilize my children, give them something to do, and most importantly, run their energy. So without further ado, I want to bring on, first of all, we grew up together. We're from the same hood. And we know our families. We've known each other since we was kids. And it's funny because we're now both in the same space in working in the field of disability. And so we instantly chatted about this initiative that we've been trying to do for some time and just trying to bring some stability to our community, especially here, our community in Randolph. And we're like, hey, let's do it now. It's time. The time is now. So I want to bring in Deshaun Riley. He works at the Randolph Intergenerational Community Center. And I'll let him come in and he can introduce himself and his title and what he does. And let's learn about this initiative, Gym with Friends.
Cool.
Yo,
hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
At the rack, yo, what up?
How you doing?
How you doing? So D, introduce yourself. And I see you got a homie next to you. So introduce yourself. Tell us where y'all work at. Tell us what y'all do at the community center.
All right. So I'm Deshaun Riley, assistant program what is it, coordinator?
Yeah.
Assistant program coordinator at the Randolph Rec. This is...
My name is Renati DeRozier. I am the programs coordinator here at the Randolph Recreation Center.
Yeah. So, first of all, I'm so happy, you know what I mean, that we're back. You know what I mean? I want to thank Liz for giving us this opportunity to come back and giving me the opportunity to reconnect with, all the connections that I had before. I mean, you and I never lost connection. We knew each other for like 20, 30 years. But, as far as programs that we were trying to do before the shutdown, this is one of them. And I'm just very happy that, I can connect back with you and, we can create this space for, the children and for families to have resources,
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So guys, like he's saying, we're trying to simply make an initiative and it's called Gym with Friends. Literally just that simple. A gym, you bring your children, you bring your mommies and daddies, and essentially like why we really wanted to do this, there's like a two-part combo, right? One, to give children the ability to have access to a gym without restriction and just have an ability to play. And whether they want to play with the toys and the sports tools that we'll have there, or simply just run around the gym and run around that energy. And most importantly, for parents to have an opportunity to connect with other parents and build peer-to-peer support, parent-to-parent support, and building those relationships in our community. Because as an autism mom, I know that I learn more from a parent to another parent than sitting and talking to a provider, because parents have the lived experience. They can tell me where to go, where to find the resources, exactly who to talk to. Is it insurance approved? If it's not, so it's really important to have that ability. And I think that Deshaun and his team agrees that this is necessary. Like, can y'all talk to us about why it's so important to have a gym that is inclusive for those that have unique abilities, disabilities?
Well, first of all, like, from, just working with, this population, since I was like 20 years old, I've worked in group homes, I've worked in schools, I've worked in they have settings where people with autism go, and like the one thing they didn't have was a place to all come together, or even a place to just like for everyone, like everyone else has. Like, we have a gym to go to. Why can't they have somewhere to just go to? And because it's not like
Like,
they're they're not people. Is that we need this,
right.
So every time I worked in those settings, they've always been excluded because of people not understanding what autism is, and they don't want to include them. You know what I mean? So just seeing from that side, like I said, working in residential homes and schools and stuff like that, we're always being excluded. You know what I mean? I'm tired of that. You know what I mean? Where we grew up and where I came from, we had a few people around the way, you know what I mean, who had autism, but we treated them, they was just like us.
Right.
You know what I mean? We didn't give them no breaks or nothing. They were out there chilling with us. They were family. So why should they be excluded in life? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
Hey.
So that's basically what we're doing, y'all. So as you can see at the bottom, you're seeing the registration link. So make sure you write it down, register. So can you give us a few details about, because it's still COVID, right, y'all? Mm-hmm. There's still a global pandemic out here, people. So there's still regulations. And as much as we want to kind of get back to like whatever normal was, right? Because I don't know if there's anything that is really normal. There are still restrictions that are happening in government buildings and businesses. So Dee, can you talk to us a little bit about the current regulations that are still in place at the Randolph Intergenerational Community Center, what we can expect as parents when we register for this amazing initiative?
Sure. So right now, we still have, like, when you come in the building, you have to have your mask.
Right.
And we still follow the rules as far as like washing your hands and stuff like that. But the most important thing is the mask. Mm-hmm. And now, because we're not fully open right now, mm-hmm. So when this program is going on, it's just this program. There will be no one else in the building, mm-hmm. Because of the COVID. So, whoever's registered and whoever's in the building, that's who's in the building. There will be no one else. And that's just another precaution to keep everyone safe. Mm-hmm. So there will be no one else in the building, just the people who are registered in the program. We have certain rooms that we're going to be using, mm-hmm. and we're just going to be cleaning, and afterwards, we'll make sure before everyone comes in, it's going to be clean, and after we leave, it's going to be clean. If I forgot anything.
Yeah. Jump in, homie. We family. Like, jump in.
I just want to add in, if there is anyone else in the building, it's probably because there might be another program running at the same time. Yeah. What time is this program going to be on?
This is going to be on Wednesdays at 5:30 to 7. Yeah, so there'll be no one here.
Yeah, there should probably be nobody.
There'll be no one here.
Yeah. So no, he hit the nail on the head. He got everything.
But remember, right? But you're kind of saying something else, because even for now, because there are restrictions, eventually the center is going to be fully open, right? And we're going to try to go back to some form of normalcy, right? And so, but for now, just so that our viewers and those that are interested in the gym with friends, is that currently the recreational center is not fully open to the general public. So they are making an exception by including this program to start as they begin to process and open and get new programs to come into the building. We're going to start with creating spaces for those who've actually been left behind, because you guys know it, right? When the pandemic hit, we know that the most people that were impacted the most were people who are vulnerable to our community. So people who have disabilities, what physical, we went through it, right? Because, certain programs were closed, and Deshaun, ABA centers wasn't doing services in the house. And you know what I mean? We were shut down for a few, and there's students who are nonverbal, who don't know nothing about using a computer. We're at home, so this population of children have lost some stuff. So we're just trying to find ways to give families this opportunity to have a dedicated space. And we're hoping to keep it every Wednesday. So every Wednesday between 5:30 to 7, you're going to see these two amazing melanated men. Let me just tell y'all, okay? In the building. And
sister, you will be there too.
You already know. So we're going to be sitting here and we're offering a space to our community, right? To come out and get to know other people in the community. Because I think that as a parent, oftentimes we want these, we want services and we want this. But sometimes our kids just want to play, y'all. They just want to be kids. They want to run around a gym. It doesn't have to always be ABA, OT, speech. Like our children are children. We need to give them that opportunity to know that there is a community center and connecting with individuals like Deshaun and his coworker that they can see in the community and they can say, that's a community member. And that's someone that I can trust as an adult in my community that's going to keep me safe, and someone that I can go to ensure that I'm connected and people in my community know that I have a child or I'm a person with a disability. So they're going to have extra eyes on me.
Oh, yes, definitely. And Renati and I, we have, I have experience, and I know he has experience too, working with this population. He ran the summer camp this year and a couple of years before. So, the children will be good.
Yeah. So, question, Renati, Deshaun, do we have a cap? Because we know since the buildings are opening, we know that there's only a certain amount of people that can come in a building. So what is our cap for this program? Or how many people can be there every Wednesday, just to make sure that we follow CDC guidelines and all the stuff that's happening with COVID, right? Until we kind of open up the world.
Yeah. So the perspective that I put it in is that on Friday nights, we have youth night where we have teens to 20 years old. So 12, 13 years old to 20. They come into the gym from 5 to 8 p.m. and they just play basketball. They have open gym, but we have other opportunities for them to do, like other things for them to do, but they just choose to play basketball. The cap that we really have it at is like 60 to 65, youth members. And so that I would say that that's the cap, but I know that there also needs to be some sort of ratio sometimes. So it's I'm not going to say 100 people because that's not true, but we could have a good amount. And
I know, like, dealing with our population, it's a lot of stimuli and a lot of stimulus around. So we would probably, because I think on the cap we have, like right now we have 30.
Right? Just to start off.
Yeah. Yep. So we start off at 30 because our people are different, and we need, we don't want too much stimulus.
Exactly.
Stimuli.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
too
much. You don't want to be too noisy, and so. But if it gets that way, we still have other separate rooms where they can go and have quiet.
Yeah.
We
have different multi-purpose rooms. We have there's a video game room upstairs. There's another, there are other rooms here. The opportunities are kind of, I'm not going to say endless, but we have a lot of opportunities to do different things in this building.
And for those that don't know, the Randolph Intergenerational Community Center was just open a few years ago. What year was it opening again?
2017.
So it's still fairly new. It's state of the art. Like, guys, I don't know if you guys have been there yet, but it is a super open space, very clean. The staff are super duper nice, and they've maintained this facility very, very well. And again, it's all open. You know, it's not like you have a lot of doors. There's a lot of glass. So if you're a parent, you can always have eyes on your children. You know, it's an open space in the state of the arts. You know, they have a gaming room, they have a dance studio, they have a place where you can actually have meetings and conferences. Yo, they got a kitchen, y'all. Like a
yes, we do.
Okay. They got a kitchen, y'all. And
Yo, I love your energy. You always been like this, yo.
You know what I mean? They got a kitchen, and the kitchen, like before all this happened, guys, they were doing like cooking activities. You know what I mean? Like everything was happening in this community center. And ideally, like, I just really want to, you know, because as a founder of Autism Sprinter, I get tons of, the beginning of the school year, I'm always like, yes, Mom, I know there's barely nothing for us to do. We've been cooped up in the house with these kids all summer long. Oh, I know. And so since we get so many of these calls, we're just trying to meet the needs, right? And so we're really, really, really encouraging families to register. You're meeting two of the people that are going to be in this space. You can tell their energy. They have the background, you know. And again, just so you guys are clear, this is a very laid back and chill initiative, right? We're not going to have ABA providers there. We're not going to have speech occupational therapists. We're not going to have OT. This is a less restrictive setting to allow your children to be part of the community and meet people who work and live in their community who can service, and we can, you know, and if in the future we need to expand and think about different ideas, you have two individuals who work at the community center that you can talk to and say, hey, Deshaun, I got this idea. How can we work? How can we make this happen? And I'll tell you guys, as long as I know Deshaun, he's a person that if you talk to him and you have an idea, he's gonna make it happen some way, somehow. You know what I mean? And these are the amazing stuff that you're going to see. You're going to see people who are willing to be in this space and create spaces for everyone, especially our unique learners. So, you know, again, every Wednesday starting October 6th?
6.
Yep. So from 5:30 to 7, we'll have open gym. So what are the things that we're going to do during this open gym initiative?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to hop in, say Thank you very much. I got to hop out because I got to go to a program. Thank you so much. I hope to see all of you here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so some of the things we have.
What ideas? Because you thought about like the sports part. I'm like, listen, I just want to have a gym where these kids because parents, you know, be like, my kid don't go to sleep. So I'm just trying to find ways to help parents want some of that energy.
Right. So right now, I'm thinking about we have, you know, the gym, the big giant gym. Yeah. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to take my computer so I can give you all
yes, so y'all can see the visual.
Yeah, we're gonna do this right now.
We keep it real around these parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
as y'all can see, like, just the design concept of this community center is amazing, y'all. Like, amazing. Like, it's state of the art. It's like, when it came, I was like, yes, finally, I don't have to go to another community for a community center and pay a membership in someone else's community, and I can stay in my community with my kids. A seating area. Yeah.
Seating area. Little snack shack over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. This is the big boy right here. All right, this is the gym. So right here we have one side. Then over here we have a divider, and on the other side of the divider there's the other side of the gym.
Mm-hmm.
This divider goes up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, but probably for the program, we're probably going to keep it down because. So what I was thinking was this side would be all basketball.
Yeah.
The other side will be like soccer or volleyball. You know what I mean? Just to break it up a little bit because I have a little mini volleyball set and we have little mini soccer nets and stuff like that that we could put on the other side so it could be split up.
Right.
And then so
wait, before you go to something else, I want to show people something very important. So if you can see on the top, there's a track where if families want to walk around, for those children that you just want to kind of walk around, there's that ability that you can walk or you can, maybe run, but obviously we got to make sure safety and we, because it's still liability and we still got to be accountable, right? So there's a walking track on the top that goes all around that gym. You want to say, get some of that energy out, y'all?
Yep.
This is the place.
Yep. Get the energy out. Get the energy out. So, some of the kids are going to want to take a walk to get away from the noise and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. We have plenty of basketballs, dodgeballs, volleyballs, everything.
Yeah. And so part of what we're doing as well as Autism Sprinter, we're going to help sponsor some more sensory tools. So we're going to have some of those bouncy, you already know, we're going to have some of the bouncy balls that individuals can, jump, hop on, and we're going to contribute more sensory tools to our local community center because of a lot of the work that we do. We want to make sure that our community knows that we need them just as much as as we can support, right? Because sometimes we undervalue our community and the resources that we have in our community. So part of Autism Sprinter, we like to give back to our community. We want to remind our community that we wouldn't be in existence and connecting families to resources if it wasn't for the community center. Our library is one of a second one of our favorites. Well, because we've done so much work in our community to bring our vulnerable population into spaces that often they don't utilize because, some parents don't know the stuff that are happening at the library, that they don't know what's happening in our community center. So we just kind of want to make those connections.
Right.
So tell us because you were upstairs. This is my favorite part.
Yeah. In the library, oh my goodness, they have so many programs. They have book programs if you need books, reading books for summer reading or anything like that. They have I think it's every week or every other week. They give out bags of books, and snacks. Yeah. So this room right here is one of the other rooms. And we usually use this room for like an art room.
Art studio.
So we do art projects in here, So I'm looking forward to working with you on many other programs, like not just this one. So it's gonna be great.
Yes. We're trying, y'all. So we're trying. Look at that. Look
at tables.
Yes.
We just got this new one. This one's been here since I want to say since 2018. That one, but this one I think we just got this one. This green ping pong table. So,
and this place, right, Dee, not to cut you off, but this is also a place where some people have used as a dance studio because you see it has that mirror. So there's been dance. It's been used as a dance studio. Some families, some organizations have done Zumba in there. They've taught dancing classes in there. So there's endless opportunities here because I feel like Randolph goes into the radar too often. And listen, y'all, we got stuff happening here in Randolph. Don't sleep.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And, Yeah, you're making it happen.
We're gonna do it. We got this. We got to build our community up. We have too many babies out here that shouldn't be having to travel outside of their community to gain resources. We have it here. We just gotta push and bring it out there and show the awesomeness that's happening in Randolph, because we are an amazing community, and like all other communities, you know, we have our things, right? But overall, our community is amazing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus going down the steps.
I know. So, listen, y'all. So as you can see,
I know, right?
And downstage facility. And can you tell them when they first come in? So I know that you're in the main lobby. So they come in, and there is a registration table so that we can kind of show them a little bit about like when they first come in. And
guess who's going to be at the registration table?
Who?
This lovely lady right here. Chanel.
Hey, what's up, girl? How are you?
So you'll see Chanel here, and you will probably go over to see her to register. And you know, this is the door. Come in the door right here.
Yeah.
And the registration table is just right there. You know, and
then guys, there's a lot of parking in this space, just so you guys know. So we do have disability parking literally right at the front, and we have parking that goes all the way to the side of the building. And also, if you kind of got a little bit of a glimpse, the other door, there's two doors on this floor, and the other door actually goes to the outside and goes right into our community park. And so we have the imagination station, which is the opposite side. Yep. And as you can see, there is another sitting area, and it has you can play chess and stuff on these things, right? Because I know that it has like chessboards on them. You can see this park. And for those who've never been to Randolph, that park also has a splash pad. So we got some stuff happening here in the community, y'all. So, you know, if you haven't been in Randolph, come through, check out our community center. But again, register for Gym with Friends. You've met the staff. D, I see you got a whole squad over there. I'm like, ooh,
we got the squad.
So, you know, we're really excited, D. And thank you for thinking about Autism Sprinter and being inclusive, because often it's very, very hard as a small grassroots nonprofit to kind of get into spaces and build partnerships locally. And, you know, honestly, thank you so much for connecting and calling me as soon as the community center opened, and being receptive to the ideas that come from our parents and helping us build on that. I really appreciate it. I really do.
Hey, it's an honor, and thank you for everything. Like, thank you for calling me back.
Right? Like, I ain't calling him back.
And thank you for, you know what I mean, what you're going to do, what you're doing now. I see you. You know what I mean? I just want to say that I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? You know where we came from and where we grew up. Right. And I see
you. We're from the Berry, guys. We're from the Berry. We're from Roxbury. You know, Roxbury, make it happen.
Exactly. So I just want to thank you and just say that I'm proud of you, and I'm so happy to work with you, and you know, right now and in the future, because this is not going to stop. We're going to keep doing this.
Right.
You know? So thank you. Thank you.
So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, you guys see the link at the bottom. Please copy it. Visit our our social media sites at Autism Sprinter, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Please also follow the Randolph Intergenerational Community Center. Visit the website. Visit our social media. And you can also follow Randolph Community Programs, right?
Yes.
Use the R, y'all. Yes. Roxbury. I always think like, Roxbury.
Right.
So, you know, follow our pages and get informed about things that we're doing in our community. And we just want to open this up, the space. You don't have to necessarily be from Randolph. All we expect for you guys is to register. Please give us your first name, your last name, an email, a contact. We get in the registration form. We've given you an opportunity to give us an idea of things that you want to see in this space and how we can try to figure things out to help support our community, our autism community. And again, we still have guidelines. So we're capping it at 30 individuals. This includes the children and the families, and masks are required to enter the building. We know that children with autism may not keep on their mask, but for adults, we expect adults to have their mask. So it's a requirement. And, we'll have sanitary wipes and we'll have all that stuff available. We're going to try to work on some things to make sure that at least we have some snacks, and, we're working on some things to kind of lessen the stresses for our families. Again, please register. And D, if anybody wants to email you and just connect with you on other things about potential programs that you and your partner and the community center are doing, where can they find you?
Let me get my card.
My nose.
So, let me see if you can see this. Hold on.
Right there. Deshaun Riley, Assistant Programs Coordinator. He can be reached. Phone number 781-961-0930, extension 121. If you want to email him, you can email him at driley@randolphmass.gov. Again, take a screenshot of this on your phone. And if you want to look at our website and the community center's website to see what they got going on, www.randolphicc.com, so that you can learn about their program. And if you want to follow us and want to see what we're doing, we're more on social media than we are our website. We're always updating our website. Sometimes we forget all about it because there's just so much stuff to update, social media, websites, and all this other stuff. So, but you can follow us at Autism Sprinter on all social media sites. But D, I love you.
I love you too. I love you.
I love you.
That real love.
Right. We grew up in the hood. Like, we go way back, y'all. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night. Thank you.
No problem. Bye.
Autism Sprinter. Think equity. Yeah. It's time to give the power back to the people. We're fighting to make our beliefs equal. Look at the failed policies and how they treat you. We got strength, yeah, we're far from feeble. This is for anyone with autism or a disability. Time to unite, show them how strong our will can be. Move readily, we're promoting equity. A non-profit platform, that's the recipe. Now throw your hands up, we finally got a winner. Think equity with Autism Sprinter. Now throw your hands up, we finally got a winner. Think equity with Autism Sprinter. It's time to make a change. It's time to stand up for what we believe in. Equality and equity across the board. No matter your race, nation, or creed, disability, or your needs. Yes, it gotta be equal. It gotta be right.